Hey friends, we sure do miss being together with our St. Andrew's friends and family. I want you to know that your church staff is hard at work, even if most of us are working from home with occasional trips back to the church to get things done. So I thought you might enjoy little video postcards from each of our staff so you can get a glimpse into their life in this shelter-in-place time and find out what's bringing them hope these days.
Hey St. Andrews, in case we haven't met, I'm Gretchen Perkins, your office manager, and I'm the person that sends you emails and puts together the bulletin. And since this pandemic happened, I've been mostly working from home with my husband and 2 teenagers and our dog and 3 cats. We are all here all the time. What makes that fun is going on walks, cooking together, small luxuries like ordering ingredients to make bubble tea at home, reading books, getting outside to work in the garden, and going for walks and hikes, listening to music, all those things. I hope you all are well and stay well, and just wanted to give you a quick little hello from my home office.
Hi everyone, it's Debbie here. Just wanted to check in with all of you and let you know I've been thinking of you and hope you've all been well and safe. I've been coming into the office to an empty building. Unfortunately, the nature of my job, I do have to come in, and once all the checks and paperwork are done, I leave, and then Al comes in and signs everything. It has been very lonely around here, not getting to see your smiling faces. Hope you're all doing well. Also wanted to say 2 things that have given me hope during this time. One is my Christian music. I love the message on Sirius XM. The other are my birds. Mary Gentoff, this is for you. She loves my birds in my office. I want to leave you with one line from one of my favorite artists, 10th Avenue North. I have this hope from the depth of my soul. Through the flood or the fire, I'm with you and I won't let go. Stay safe, everyone. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hi everybody. So I had to redo my video. I think it was too long and I'm gonna talk faster. I decided to share something special to me. I've been volunteering for many years with a food pantry through an organization called Positive Pastime, and since this is a rough time, I decided to expand on that. So I made these things to put on people's doorknobs. On the front it says, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just 1. And then on the back it says, here to help. If you are shut in due to COVID-19, we will pick up your groceries for you. We pick up from Walmart on Thursdays and Kroger's on Saturdays. It has my email address for more details. And then it says, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. And so we put these on doorknobs, and anybody who really would like to stay in and not have to worry about getting their groceries, we'll pick their groceries up for them. It's just a way. We live in a huge complex, and it's a way that we felt we could help. The other thing we did was we bought bikes. We live 5 minutes from a bike trail, so just trying to think of ways to enjoy life and stay healthy and not be bored to death. In case Louis hasn't already told you, we did get approved for the Paycheck Protection Program, so that's an awesome thing. So we'll have money coming in soon for our teachers. And thank you all for being supportive and wonderful. And I love being a part of this community. Thanks. Bye.
Hey St. Andrews friends, this is Say Spencer from the Building Families program, and I wanted to let you guys know what we've been up to since we've been sheltering in place. We've been just kind of rolling along pretty much as we normally do. I was seeing 3 families before we sheltered in place, and I am following them through telehealth. So through phone support. We have not been approved to do video support. We're all working on an 8-hour telehealth training. So we're waiting for everybody to finish that before we can do video. 2 of my families have been fairly involved in the telehealth, but one of my families, the mom is a school teacher and they have 3 kids at home trying to do the homeschooling, and they have just been so busy that it has really been hard for us to connect. So we haven't been able to do a lot. We're all working hard. It's kind of wild because our days have just been slammed, and I just want you guys to know that we appreciate your prayers. We appreciate the support on campus. The dining hall has been feeding families in all of Clinton breakfast and lunch every day. And so programs have just been moving along as if there's been no shelter in place. So thank you so much. I look forward to getting back to being in the office and seeing Camille and John and Gretchen and Ed, and I'm gonna miss KRISTEN. So I hope you all are well, and take care. Bye-bye.
Hello from the Baker home. Hope everyone is doing well. I sure do miss hugging your necks and getting to see everybody, and especially getting to visit folks where they live. That's been really hard to get to see people. We've been doing great here at the Baker House. This is my office space. As you can tell, it's really well lit. The former owners of this house, she was an artist, and this was her art studio, so it's really all windows except for one wall. So I get to look out into our backyard and to beautiful azalea bushes and trees and a very natural backyard. This is also where I've got my computer set up, and I'm, of course, doing still a lot of things such as board meetings and support groups and things like that, but via Zoom. We also are keeping up with our family by doing lots of Skyping, lots of Zooming, and making sure that they know that we are thinking of them all the time. I hope all of you are doing well, and God bless each of you. I can't wait to see you. Bye.
Hey everybody, KRISTEN here reporting from the garden. It's been a little while since you guys saw the garden in my children's sermon. So here we are, there's our fig tree. Everything is planted. You can see some things popping up in our rows. And then even behind me, some of our raised beds that are claimed by families are starting to bloom. You can see the CROSKY beds hanging back right in there. So I just wanted to take a moment to say how deeply thankful I am to have served with this community over the past year. You guys are so engaged and so full of grace and compassion. I have learned so much from each of you, and I am so grateful to have learned alongside and from you. Thank you again for all your encouragement. I hope that in the future I can join you all for worship from the pews in a more informal capacity. So as we continue to stay home, know that I am praying for you, and that I just could not be any more grateful to have learned and gotten to know all of you over the past year.
Hi everyone, this is John McCroskey, the Director of Children and Youth Ministries at St. Andrews. I am grateful for the opportunity to speak with you for a minute today, and I want to tell you a little bit of what's going on. This time, as we have been distant, has created a lot of challenges for all of us, and especially for those of us who work in program ministries to try to figure out how to do programming when we can't get together physically. So this has been definitely a challenging time for us, but I am encouraged at the connections that we have been making through the Zoom activities that we've been doing with the youth, and with family gatherings on Tuesday Tickle, and it's been enjoyable. In the midst of doing this, I am also in the midst of being the primary educator, if you will, for my child, which many of you know is going to be a challenge for any parent, and especially during this time with a teenager, doesn't make it any easier. In the midst of that, I'm also trying to finish up my classes at Columbia Seminary, where I will be taking an exam later this afternoon, another one on Friday, and finishing up a paper very soon. So those are many things that are going on around here, and I am finding it to be a challenge, but I'm also finding a lot of hope, especially as I am able to be able to go outside walking our dog or going to the garden on campus, seeing new life coming up, seeing more nature, wildlife, not being afraid to come out and enjoy the surroundings that typically we don't see. So to me, there's hope in creation. There's hope in what is being restored and renewed here on earth. I hope that we can learn to live into that hope and be a part of that renewal, not only in creation, but also in our own lives and within our church community, that we can figure out ways to bring renewal into all that we are and all that we do. Blessings to you all, and hope to see you in person soon.
Hi folks, I hope that you and all your clan are healthy and well, and I hope that's how things continue in the future. I readily admit I miss being able to worship together with you, but I'm very thankful that we have the opportunity to worship together apart, and appreciate my colleagues and Wes Browning for enabling that to happen. This is my home office. It's pretty small and compact, but I really don't need much more space because my big office is in the sanctuary where the piano and the organ are. It's a blessing that I get to go there to prepare my part for the worship team. So you see, I've been fortunate to not have to do much adaptation. One thing I do particularly miss is being able to accompany you singing in the sanctuary. It's truly different to play a hymn and not hear your voices. It's the choir of the kirk that makes the hymns come alive as praise and prayer. So stay safe. Please keep praying for our world and especially for each other. Shalom.
Hi everyone, it's David coming to you from my home office, wishing you all the best during our time of physical distancing from one another. Just to give you a quick tour of where I've been spending most of my time. This is my home office setup. I have a desk in between a couple windows and a guest room where I have my computer, where I can pull out the bulletin and work with GarageBand to organize all the music that we hear on Sunday mornings. So it's pretty nice. I have a nice view outside, so on all these pretty days I can at least see the outdoors. So the thing that is keeping me most hopeful for the future is this little thing that you're hearing in the background. Just the fact that I can sit here and work while also playing with this little guy. So we hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and looking forward to seeing you all as soon as we can. Have a great day.
Greetings from my basement studio. This place should look familiar to you. It's where I record worship most weeks. It's part of my art studio that was set up by the previous owner, and then I've gotten to make my own. It's lovely and serene, and it's my quiet place where I can pray and read and study. It's where I can have time for Zoom meetings with you all. But I feel a little bit like the duck who looks nice and calm from above the surface of the water, but below it, his little feet are paddling like crazy. So I thought I'd give you a little glimpse under the water at what this place looks like. Behind me, you can see our backyard. That's where the chickens and the bees are. You can also see I've got a little kids section set up over there. There's a box of craft supplies the kids can use without having to ask for permission. I've got a great big table where I can set up projects and sew and imagine and lay things out. I've got plenty of storage for fabric and wire and ribbon and pieces of glass and metal and rocks and all sorts of strange things that I think might be really important someday to have. But I'm also surrounded by a lot of other stuff. Right outside my little doorway is our improvised stage, bike storage, beekeepers' uniforms, a pinball machine, a ping pong table, a punching bag, exercise equipment. This is an important place for our family, especially now when we're stuck at home. And I am really grateful that I get to have this space where I can be apart and have some quiet sometimes to prepare things and to work from home. I'll tell you what's bringing me hope these days. It's you all. I continue to hear from you guys words of appreciation for all the hard work that the staff is doing. I hear from you all that you've been reaching out to each other and checking in on one another. I'm loving to hear about the ways you are finding to love each other and to love your neighbors in this time when we're apart. And that's what gives me hope, because God gives us the gift of each other so that we can be reminded of God's presence at all times. I hope you're safe at home, and I look forward to the time when it is safe for us to all be together again.